Hey drummers, it's Rob Linton here from drumstheword.com. Welcome to this full video song lesson. This song was suggested over on my Facebook page, and so if you want to make your own song suggestions, then please go over there to do so. You'll find a link beneath this video. The song is Pump It Up by Elvis Costello, drummed by Pete Thomas. The tempo is 140 BPM, a fast song this, really cool, good fun groove this. And I've got interpretations of the way Pete plays this for you in this lesson. First of all, the way I hear it on the recording, and then also I'm going to talk about how he played it live as well. So on the recording, I believe he simplifies the bass, the drum part a little bit, and he's simply playing 8th notes on the floor tom, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So instead of the hi-hat or right cymbal, we're riding on the floor tom. Snare drum backbeat on beats 2 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then the bass drum changes throughout the song. He adds extra bass drum notes, he takes bass drum notes away. It's quite hard to hear it on the mixer, I must admit. Sometimes it was very hard to hear exactly what the bass drum's doing, but this is my interpretation. The first 2 bars, for example, he plays this with the bass drum. We just play the bass drum and snare drum part without the floor tom to interfere with it. We're playing this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That was 2 bars there. First bar, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Second bar, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. We get this and 1 on the bass drum, resolving it back to beat 1 of the next bar. With the floor tom, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and dun 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 dun. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. It's interesting, the bass drum's quite straight ahead, but it's not quite following the bass guitar exactly. If you were to follow the bass melody, the bass drum might play something like this. Boom, bap, boom, boom, bap, boom, boom, bap, boom, 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 boom. A slightly different bass drum pattern there, but no, Pete keeps it straight. He keeps the bass drum solid, just pumping on the downbeats really, not playing any upbeats that much, and we just get 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 1. So then I also checked out the way he played it live as well. And like I said, this is not what I hear on the recording, but this is certainly how he played it live. He starts to include the high tom or a second tom on the downbeats of beats 1 and 3, giving the downbeats of 1 and 3 a bit more emphasis. So this is how he plays it live. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3. Still following the bass drum pattern underneath. Second bar. Dum dun 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 dun. So if you want to give it a bit more power, if you want to give it a bit more showmanship, then certainly include that. All you're doing there is just playing a secondary tom, a high tom, or a secondary low tom, or whatever you want to play really, on beats 1 and 3 to give those downbeats a bit more emphasis. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's what the hands are doing. It's just the bass drum underneath.